You guys ever overthink way too much? Like, way too much to the point where it like becomes a genuine problem? I think people overanalyze a lot, and that's perfectly normal. But when it comes to overthinking, and I mean overthinking in like the overthinking sense, and if you're an overthinker, you know what I'm talking about. Try not to overthink it, pun intended. But no, like I think overthinking sucks. It's awful. Like you literally are pulling the most insane fucking strings in your head. Like it's insane. Like I think about it all the time. Like, bro, I could literally be a fucking mathematician the way I be like calculating all of the possibilities and outcomes. Like I feel like I'm fucking like that fucking meme, the Doctor Strange guy. I feel like him. It's like you have the million possibility combinations and stuff. Like that's literally me. I'm him for real. It's so like people might think if I describe it that way, they might be like, "Oh, like that's such a cool trait to have." Like that seems very useful. It's not because you literally overthink the dumbest things. Like there'll be instances where I'll go to a like a restaurant or something and like there's literally three options to like drink for a beverage, and I will sit there and overanalyze everything. I'll be like, well, I don't know if I'm ever gonna go back to this restaurant again. I gotta make sure that I have like a decent drink to have. Like I don't want to get the wrong drink. That would suck because then I'll never be able to go to this restaurant again, and I'll have to live the rest of my life, like with this decision. And it's awful and it sucks. Oh my god, like I gotta make the right decision to make the right drink. It's so stupid, bro. Like you're gonna forget about this shit the next day, but you think about it so much. And it becomes such a stressful situation, especially when it comes to like big decisions that you have to make, like maybe major switching or like career changes or fucking wedding. I don't know. Like it's bad. It's really bad because you end up not really making a decision, and worse, you make the wrong decision or you make a bad decision because you're frying your brain essentially of just working it too much by overanalyzing everything. And it sucks because it can really put you back. And then the worst trap is when you get into like this overthinking trap and you don't act on anything. And so you just sit there analyzing all your possibilities. It's not even because you're afraid of failure. Maybe it might be because of like some deep resented issues. I don't know. But maybe you're not afraid and you're just like over analyzing because you don't want to fail or something. Or maybe because you're thinking about your legacy or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I do this a lot where, like, I think about what future me would want and how future me would react to the content or whatever I'm doing today. And I'll overanalyze everything to the point where it's like actually ludicrous. It's insanity. It's stupid. It's actually fucking stupid. But that's just overthinking. That's what you do. And, again, like some people might think it's a superpower, but it's not. It sucks. It's the worst thing in the fucking world. And, yeah, I don't really know how to stop it. I know meditation helps, but I'm fucking lazy, and I always tell myself that hey, I'm gonna meditate in the morning. And I don't do it. I just forget. I can do everything else though, but like that for some reason I just can't get around. But I know it helps because it helps you ground yourself in the present moment. Might be some underlying issues too. Like I know if you have ADHD or if you have depression, that kind of enhances that a lot, although it's not like a chronic symptom of it, but it is like a smaller aspect of it where it's like you can't finalize decisions, which happens a lot if you overthink. But yeah, no, it's weird. I don't like it. Like the simplest of things will turn into like a giant jigsaw puzzle that you have to do. It's not fun. It's just like one of the most like irritating things because you want to be like normal, right? Like even like let's say like if you want to get dressed, right? Like a normal person would just look at their wardrobe and be like, "Oh, there's a t-shirt, there's a pair of pants. Let's just go out in the day and fuck it, whatever." If you're overthinking, you're literally like over analyzing everything to the point where like you're doing mathematical equations because you're like, well, if I wear this shirt, then I can't wear this shirt on this specific day. And what if I want to wear that shirt on this specific day? And I can pair it with these pants, but these pants might not go with this outfit. And I could wear these pants and that other t-shirt. But if I wear this t-shirt now, then I can't wear that t-shirt the next day. And blah, blah, blah. Your brain is just becoming numb. Like you're probably better off watching like brain rotting TikToks than overthinking everything. And again, like it's weird. I don't know. Like it can be annoying, and sometimes it has its benefits. Like maybe you might be faced with a situation that you don't know about, and so you kind of hyper analyze all of your outcomes. Like fucking the one dude from Naruto. I don't know his name. It starts with an S. I'll probably butcher it if I say it, but he does this too, where he like over analyzes everything, and that could be like a good sense where it's like you could think of all your possible outcomes and make the right decision, but that's not really what happens. You know, it's not like a game of chess, because in a game of chess you end up acting on something, but in real life you don't do that. You just kind of sit there and twiddle your thumbs and spin the cogs in your fried brain like nonstop to overanalyze everything. And there are some useful methods that people do that kind of help with it. Like one of them is like basically just telling yourself that like if you were to make the wrong decision, it's not the end of the world and you won't die. So like if you're ordering like from a Mexican place or whatever and they got burritos and tacos, it's like you're debating between which one to get. It's like, well, if you took tacos and you regret not getting the burritos, then you're not gonna like die, right? You're not gonna get shot in the back of the head. It's just a mistake, and it's not that big of a deal. Kind of like I was talking about earlier, how like if you went to a restaurant, you were debating about all the drinks you can get. It doesn't really matter because probably the next day you're gonna be like, well, what the fuck was I even so stressed about, so worried about? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So I guess if you are an overthinker, I usually I have some kind of hope and silver lining, but I don't know what the fuck to do, bro. I'm sorry. I guess try not to overthink, I guess.